Hello and welcome to the BooBoo-Racing channel. This is the third round of the Gran Turismo Nations Cup Exhibition Series. We are back in Austria at the Red Bull Ring for some Super GT racing. Super GT cars are raced in Japan as a championship series, with the likes of Honda, Nissan and Lexus all taking part. A French driver in a Nissan GTR claimed the pole position, with a Honda NSX in second. There was around 4/10 of a second cover the top 10 drivers, and lots of drivers from different countries. We line up in 7th position. There will be various different strategies played out today, and we start on the medium tyres, but we do have to use the hard tyres at some point, so at least a one stop is required. Cold tyres at the start of a race is a thing on this game, so we do have to be careful for a half a lap or so. We do get a good run out of turn 1, and I'm looking to get the overtake on the Nissan ahead. I pull out at the last minute, and this may have helped in the Nissan misjudging his braking, and he hits the back of the Portuguese driver. We slip up the inside and get a good run on 5th position. Really tested me on how much room I need. We had to back out as we get squeezed down the inside. Pressure is firmly applied now though, and a good attacking start to the race. I calm down for half a lap and we get into the rhythm of the race, and as we exit turn 1 for the second time, we tee up a Nissan again. I get the job done and up to 5th position. I noticed that the 4th place man is the French driver who was on pole position, so it has been a really bad start to the race for him. And we take a look at the battle ahead for 3rd position. The French driver has found his feet and is determined to get back to the front, but Leonard, the Swiss driver, has plans of his own and holds on. Still not giving up, the French driver has another go down the outside, but Leonard is resilient in his defence. Lap 4 and the Frenchman is still looking, so here we go again, but Leonard is keeping resilient and holds on once again. A move for 6th position gets completed when the Austrian driver, Mike the player, gets at the inside of the Portuguese driver. Nuno is not giving up though, and down the outside he goes. The pair of Nissan drivers get some door rubbing going, with Mike coming out on top at his home circuit. I am getting a good view of what's going on ahead, and it's my job to be as close as possible to capitalise on any mistakes. It's very easy to make mistakes, and a massive loss of time or even a time penalty will be applied for getting it wrong at this circuit. Lap 5 and the French driver gets a penalty for exceeding track limits. We are not close enough to gain a position on this occasion, but it gives me a chance to apply more pressure to his disappointing race. I know how hard it must be for Enzo. He must be facing enough issues of his own behind that helmet, let alone a car so close behind him. Coming through the final tricky corners, Enzo loses it, and that promotes us up to 4th position. Hitting the wall the way he did, he rejoins in 6th. We are coming to the end of lap 6 now, and we join the leader of the race, the Spanish driver Lolo. He started 2nd and took control of the race, and he makes a really early pit stop, so it's a 2-stop strategy for him. A Dutch TX3 driver takes over the lead and is closely followed by the hard charging Leonard. We fly past him 3rd, just a couple of seconds behind, and Lolo rejoins the race in 6th place. Leonard is sticking his car where the Cadge Racer don't want it. He squeezes his way through, and a brilliant move to take the lead of the race. Lap 8 now, and it's my turn to attack the Dutch driver. We have a few cars in close behind, so it is crucial not to lose positions as we are pitting on this lap. Cadge Racer picks up a penalty. Really getting it wrong though at the hairpin, he runs really wide, and this now gives me the opportunity to overtake him in the penalty zone. He serves his penalty and we overtake to get into 2nd position. Just about safely getting into the pits, we whip on another set of medium tyres. A lack of race practice put me on the back foot for this event. I did want to push for a 1-stop, but I felt a 2-stop was right at the time. I come out of the pits in 4th position, and it's about going as fast as I can now until the last lap when I put the hard tyres on. Coming to the end of my outlap, I'm 1st and 3rd pit, which puts the Spanish driver in his Honda back in the lead of the race. After the dust all settles, we're up to 3rd position. Over the next few laps, we caught up to Leonard, who was on the hard tyre. Lolo pits from the lead and gets his hard tyres on, and that promotes us up to 2nd place. But we do need to make another stop though, and use them required hard tyres. Only 2 laps left now and we go on board with Lolo as he chases me down. He gets it all wrong and that's the end of the Spaniard's race. A disappointment as he done well for most of this race. He does recover, but it's all the way down in 7th position. We move forward to when I come in the pits for the last lap to get the hard tyres on. Leaving the pits will be super tight if I can get out ahead of Mike the player or not, who was running very close behind in the early stages of this race. It's going to be a close battle as we exit the pits, and the Austrian driver has momentum on his side and he takes the 2nd place. We do have the fresher tyre though, so maybe a chance to have a go back at him coming into the hairpin. No, we can't. The Austrian driver is good on the brakes and holds on to that 2nd position. Coming out of the hairpin and we're left looking at the big Nissan Mottle bumper and time's running out for us. I need to be careful not to throw a podium away though. Being aggressive on the hard tyre with not much practice or heat in the tyre can quickly change your race, as we've seen this with the Spanish driver Lolo. Leonard has drove an excellent race to win this from 4th on the grid. Mike came from 9th place to collect 2nd, and we finish in 3rd from 7th on the grid. The battle for 4th is still on behind us, and the Epics man lives up to his name with his finish for the race. A cracking race to be involved in, and I hope you've all enjoyed it too. That's all from me this time. Thanks for watching and hope to see you again soon.